We have a very big question to answer this morning. A very critical and salient question to answer this morning. Is Buhari supporting President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? That's the question. Is Buhari still supporting President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? We know that the APC is made of the CPC and the ACN majorly. Buhari is in charge of the CPC bloc, while Tinubu is in charge of the ACN bloc in the same APC. We understand that an El-Rufai, who is a major stakeholder in the APC, but part of the CPC bloc, has left the party. And he believes that majority of CPC in the APC are angry with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So their head, Buhari, the question now is that, looking at his body language, is he still in support of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Let us look at this post from a Northerner. It says, it is pure delusion for the ABC to believe Buhari and his political allies are still in the fold. The statement that Buhari created exchange rate arbitrage to corruptly enrich cronies, as mentioned by the president, has reignited the infighting. According to this man, he says there is currently infighting in the APC between the CPC and the ACN bloc. So the president mentioned that Buhari created the exchange rates so as to enrich a particular number of his people. Look at what happened to Emefiele and the houses seized, and most of the revelation we had. Emefiele is an appointee of former President Buhari. The president has come out boldly to say that Buhari created this to enrich some particular persons, but he will not mention names. And this has ignited infighting. Okay, he says you don't need an opposition coalition to see the obvious. Not a single Buharist, not even one loyalist from the CPC bloc showed up at the APC Villa Summit. What was meant to be a show of strength has spiraled into a storm of panic. And this statement is very, very somehow. He says you can't rarara your way into the villa in 2027. You know, we have a northern singer, his name is Rarara, and he seems to be a favorite of the president from northern Nigeria. So he's saying that you cannot rarara your way into the villa in 2027. So if you're watching this broadcast, I want you to answer this question on the comment section. Is Buhari still supporting President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? If yes, give your reasons. Now, looking at it critically, it is North versus South. It is getting clear and clear by the day. We have beautiful brides, which is the middle belt, and also the southeast, and some parts of the south, because currently Okowa is getting it hot in Delta State. The structure refused to move with him to the APC. The PDP structure in Delta State refused to move with him to the APC. So there's so much. So some part of the south, the southeast, and the middle belt, they are the people that are the brides that they would want to, lure, like woo them to join whatever coalition. But I understand that most northern politicians are not on the side of the APC. Most northern politicians are on the side of the opposition. Let me tell you. Let me read this again so that read this. The strategy is simple. Join them, become part of them, and work from within. That's the only way to defeat President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Those defecting to the APC from other parties are in some way part of a broader coalition. Have you heard it? The strategy now, join them, become part of them, and work within. That is the only way to defeat President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Those defecting to the APC from other parties in some way are part of a broader coalition. I remember the chairman Gandhi said that you people coming into this party is not so that you come and work against the party. We don't want people that will come and snitch on the party. So I put it to you that most northern politicians are not. I heard something from somebody. The person said that a particular governor, APC governor, is in the camp of the president, but the APC governor speaks ill of the president every now and then. He blasts the president in private, but openly they support the president. Well, you can't blame any of them. Psychophancy is part of politics in Nigeria. Chibi, that is how we want to play politics. And we go all play politics together. Psychophancy, snitching on each other. Because I believe that whatever that's happening to Labour Party and PDP is still this kind of politics that these guys want to play Tinubu. 2027, it is not against South. Look at the coalition, the opposition. Most Northerners are there. Forget, don't tell me that we have this one in this and that one is that. That is the strategy that is applicable 2027. See, the North is hell-bent though. Because Tinubu showed them shaggy. In Ogun State alone, we have like 4 federal universities. Tinubu is empowering the Southwest, left, right, center. And it's telling on the North. North cannot survive without power. At least, that's why anybody that will be there will be a puppet. They need a certain kind of appointment to survive. They have decided not to be creative. They have so many things that they can leverage on to boost the economy of the North, but they will not do it. But they will wait for government money. The one that will even destroy the whole thing. I believe that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is waiting for his second term to do whatever census he's doing. I believe he wants to do so. This first round of Tinubu is just like we are just trying our muscles. If not, allows Tinubu win the election 2027. My brother, it don't be for Northern Nigeria. See, somebody like Tinubu does not believe that. I like that part of Tinubu. He does not believe that he can be bullied by anybody. He does not believe. He's a fearless man. He does not believe that he can be bullied by Northern Nigeria. We understand that the APC does not have anything to bring to the polls. There's nothing the APC will bring and say, we have achieved this, we have achieved that. And they want to play by the corrupt system to win elections. We understand that. But Tinubu does not believe that any Northerner or anybody, look at how he's doing his thing. He doesn't even care about you. He does his things and he believes that he's doing what is right. So the Northerners are pissed off. They were shocked with some of the policies of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They were shocked at first. He talked about constitutional review. He talked about regionalism. He gave them a snippet. All those ones, they never revisit those ones. They are coming to those ones in a later time. So I know Buhari, that's my own speculation. Buhari does not support President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I don't see him supporting the president. If you trust the Fulani, they are very, very manipulative. Number one tribe in Nigeria, which I believe are manipulative, are the Fulani. You think that, have you not seen a Fulani stay with a family for donkey years, laugh with them, eat with them? But when it comes to that point whereby he wants to achieve his agenda, when it is right time, he changes all of a sudden. So, be careful, all you Southerners, because Northerners will still prove to you that they are on top of the game. See, let me tell you, still currently, even with what Tinubu is doing, the Northerners are on top of their game. I'm telling you, the Northerners are on top of their game. The Northerners still have what it takes. A Buhari will have what it takes to run down a Tinubu in Northern Nigeria. But Buhari would not want to come out physically and show himself like I'm against President Tinubu. Strategy for politics is still strategy. Buhari will have learned a thing or two from Tinubu within these 2 years of his presidency. There are some things that Tinubu is doing now. Buhari regretted to have not done it while he was president. That's why I said the kind of precedent the APC is setting before Nigerians. Every other person that is going to come after Tinubu will do worse. Expect worse things. Oh, you know, Nigerians will bark like dog, back. When they give us bone, we'll calm down. Nigerians, the kind of antecedent being said by this administration, if somebody else come, a Northerner come, Nagayera, I'm telling you, that's why I've said this country at this point in time, within this time frame that Tinubu will rule Nigeria, he should restructure Nigeria. I'm telling you, within this time frame, if he doesn't, well, Good luck to Nigerians. In fact, you know, when these two elephants fight, it is not only the grass that will suffer. I tell you. Okay, let's look at this also. Critically, I said it before that from the southwest we have an Osibajo, we have an Aregbesola, we have a Fayemi. I said they are not to be trusted, but that's aside. In the southeast, do we have anybody supporting the Northern Coalition? I don't think so. Popular person, popular politician, it is only Peter Obi. Peter Obi. And Peter Obi is one person that has supporters all across Nigeria. So that's why this coalition will do anything, will bet anything, will do juju. They can even do anything to make sure that Peter Obi joins them. They are so desperate about making Peter Obi join their coalition. It doesn't matter. But we are saying from southern Nigeria, see, Peter Obi is even wise enough to know where he stands. Peter Obi is like between the devil and the deep blue sea. He's going to choose a lesser punishment for himself. It is very important that he joins a coalition to beat Tinubu. That is understandable. And it's also very important that he should not lose his base. He should not lose his base, his support base. So this guy is between the devil and the deep blue sea. What should he do? The support base is saying that we don't want a second fiddle. We don't want vice presidential candidacy. Some people are gaslighting Igbos. Igbos don't know how to play politics. Now that you have the opportunity to join an article, become vice president, then you can have appointments left, right, center. You can run there. You can go there. They can. Buhari and the Northerners that have been having the appointments over the years, where have they been? Where are they? How developed is their own region? The Northerners have been in power for a very long time. How developed is their own region? My brother, it is about Nigeria restructuring. All these things we are talking. I've said this. Ask an average Igbo man between presidency and Nnamdi Kanu being released. Which one do you choose? What would be the answer? An average Igbo man will tell you, even a politician, a politician in his right senses, not in his political senses, in his right senses will tell you that he wants Nnamdi Kanu to be released. So don't gaslight anybody that if Peter Obi does not accept VP position to why? Why? That is my argument. Why is Atiku better than a Peter Obi? We are having quota system. That's why we cannot compare Southerners. I did a broadcast before. We cannot compare Southerners to Northerners because when it comes to this leveling, look at education. They bring it down lower for Northerners. Look at qualification. They bring it down low for Northerners. Look at allocation. They give Northerners a lot. But yet they give what the South is giving to Nigeria, they're not getting it in proportionate measure. So there's no how you compare any Southerner to any Northerner. So far Nigeria is structured. Now education now. Unity schools, education. Somebody will need a 200 to enter a medical university in the north. But here you'll be looking for 300. And when the two come out and graduate and they enter into politics, you now tell me that one is better than the other. During the days of the military and days of the Obasanjo years, the Yar'Adua years, the Buhari years, it does not take you anything as a Northerner to get employed. Your qualification is the least amongst just becoming a Northerner and know somebody else who is a Northerner. Then you are employed in one of the federal civil service. At least just graduate, even though we talk class or just speak English and write, they'll just employ you. So that person now rise through the ranks using popularity in northern Nigeria. You rise through the ranks and you now become popular. Then somebody who is in the southern part of Nigeria that will go through left, right, center, that will fight opposition, that will compete with this, compete with that, and come out. You now compare a southerner to a northerner. Why would you compare an article? If a Peter Obi, if it's level playing ground, a Peter Obi will overrun an article in northern Nigeria. Because what Buhari is doing, the kind of support Buhari has in northern Nigeria, he should come to southern Nigeria and run that level. They see one of the cheapest way is religion. Tinubu did not rise on the shoulders of sentiment left, right. He was able to play the politics. He was able to play the politics before he rose. He had to fight so many people. But these people, so far you are just religious, or you just have opportunity to be in the army or to be head of state, whereby you don't even fight for it. You don't merit it, but they just because of favoritism. You are popular because of favoritism. You are not comparing somebody who worked hard to become popular to a southerner. So Peter Obi goes nowhere on my own. If Peter Obi goes, you understand that it is a gunner for him. Many people in the Obide movement will now rise up and begin to hit him, not even looking at what the APC will do. See, I told you before, I know the APC is happy. Will be happy if Obi does not join the coalition. But the coalition should understand that they should make Obi the president, and they should work assiduously to support Obi. If they want any coalition, if they want Atiku to be president, if you want Atiku to have relevance, they should support a Peter Obi as president and another person as vice president. Throw their weight behind him. It's not by force that Atiku becomes president. It's not by force. He has tried. But if they think that they can run it, if Peter Obi believes that he can sacrifice his base or whatsoever, good luck to him. If he wins the election, good luck to him. But the only thing here I can tell you is that a Fulani should not smell that seat. Southern Nigeria should complete their 8 years. See, I don't care what happens. See, I'm not interested in all these things. I have said this before. I understand the role the Southwest is playing in subjugating or denigrating Igbos. Understand, Southwest politicians, you know what they are doing. Look at what Jam did and what they are trying to, through backdoor, trying to look for excuse. You disenfranchise a whole generation. That is one of the gravest of all. A whole generation of young people disenfranchised. If somebody did not take it up to go and challenge Jam has already given excuse. Minister of Education, Alausa said it is malpractice and this and that. Miracle centers. The Jam person said almost the same thing. Somebody had to go and critically look at it. And at the end of the day, they could not eat their words back. We know what the Southwest politicians have done. Now that they have power, we understand. But upon that, anybody that is against restructuring is number one enemy of Nigeria. Anybody against restructuring is number one enemy of Nigeria. The Northerners are practically against restructuring, and the Northerners will not want anything to do with Nigeria having its own liberty. See, I trust one thing, and that thing will be that I've said it before. I will repeat it in all my broadcasts that Tinubu may be Nigeria's last president, because some of the reforms that is going on, the Northerners cannot wait. They cannot wait to push Tinubu out 2027. They cannot wait. The Northerners are bringing their A-list game to make sure that they plan against Tinubu. But I believe that Tinubu understands the game. I believe so. I believe that what Tinubu is trying to do is dangerous for him. I believe so. Because if he does not restructure Nigeria, or if he succeeds rigging their election 2027, it's going to be fire for fire for him. Not on Nigeria, they're going to come all out against him if he refuses. If he rigs the election and he does what he wants to do, which is using census to further overpower Northern Nigeria, I don't think ever that if he doesn't restructure Nigeria within the last 4 years or 8 years of his administration, it will be for Southwesterners, it will be for Lagos and the powerhouse. It will be this Fulani. They will make sure that their 8 years complete, and they will make sure that they pepper anybody that it needs to be peppered. They will make sure that all the years that Tinubu used in doing what they do, they will do their own back. They will make sure. But I just believe that I'm praying that the coalition wins under a Peter Obi. That's what I'm praying. The coalition wins under a Peter Obi. But if the coalition does not pick Peter Obi, Tinubu, go on, son. In fact, Tinubu should even go into middle belt and make sure that he does some reshuffling in his cabinet and give more political relevance to the middle belt, because that middle belt support is very important for Tinubu's administration. He cannot win anything without middle belt support. He cannot. If middle belt is in the game, it don't be now. It don't be. I'm telling you, it don't be. But I know that all these policies we are playing is going to still make Nigeria the run round. The only thing there, see, if you know me, if you have listened to me very, very long time, you know that I've been talking about restructuring Nigeria from left, right, center, front, back. Restructure Nigeria. If Nigeria cannot be restructured, nothing happens. But since we look at this political calculation, we know that people think that the Fulanis are playing. You think that these Northerners are playing, Abi? You have heard that some people are trying to work within the party, sabotage the party. You think they are playing? You think that somebody don't underlook these guys. So these guys, if they bring their A game, just like they are divided, most of their politicians are corrupt and they are using money to bribe this one, bribe that one, turn down head. If they bring their A game, A-list game, man, you will see that these Northerners, they cannot survive with that power. So it's like that power is their oxygen. I want to take their oxygen, like a drowning man. A drowning man who knows he's drowning sees an opportunity to cling to life. He will use all his strength, all his might and everything and cling to it. I'm telling you, may God help Nigerians.